Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Games and Names. Our sport for this episode is the sport of Muay Thai, and our featured star guest is Ahmed Hilal, who is a coach and a referee in the sport of Muay Thai. So let's get to know more about Muay Thai in Egypt and about one of its star coaches and referees, Ahmed Hilal, in the upcoming minutes of Games and Names.
Muay Thai, sometimes referred to as Thai boxing, is a martial art and combat sport that uses stand-up striking along with various clinching techniques. This discipline is known as the art of eight limbs, as it is characterized by the combined use of fists, elbows, knees, and shins. Muay Thai became widespread internationally in the late 20th to the 21st century when westernized practitioners from Thailand began competing in kickboxing and mixed rules matches as well as matches under Muay Thai rules around the world. The professional league is governed by the Professional Boxing Association of Thailand, the PAT, sanctioned by the Sports Authority of Thailand, the SAT. Muay Thai is related to other martial arts styles of the Indian culture sphere, such as Musti Yuddha, Muay Chaya, Muay Boran, Muay Lau, Lethwei, Pradal Sere, and Tomoe. Muay Thai developed from the traditional Muay Boran. A practitioner of Muay Thai is known as a Nak Muay. Western practitioners in Thailand are sometimes called Nak Muay Farang, meaning the foreign boxers. The history of Muay Thai can be traced to at least the 16th century Siam Kingdom as a peacetime martial art practiced by the soldiers of King Narusuan. An exhibition of Muay Thai was observed and reported by Simon de Lauboère, a French diplomat who was sent by King Louis XIV to the Kingdom of Siam in 1687. In his famous work Du Royaume de Siam in 1688, during battles between the Burmese of the Kongbong dynasty and the Othwaya Kingdom Burmese-Lamese War of 1765 to 1767. Muay Boran, and therefore Muay Thai, was originally called by more generic names such as Toi Muay or simply Muay. As well as being a practical fighting technique for use in actual warfare, Muay became a sport in which the opponents fought in front of spectators who went to watch for entertainment. These Muay contests gradually became an integral part of local festivals and celebrations, especially those held at temples. Eventually, the previous bare-fisted fighters started wearing lengths to help rope around their hands and forearms. This type of match was called Muay Kat Chuak. The ascension of King Chulalongkorn Rama V to the throne in 1868 ushered in a golden age not only for Muay but for the whole country of Thailand.
أنا اسمي هلال أحمد محاضر برياضة المواي تاي والكيك بوكسينج.
My name is Hilal Ahmed. I'm a lecturer in Muay Thai and kickboxing in Egypt. I'm the founder of Muay Thai in Jordan, Sudan, and Egypt. I'm currently a coach and a referee working for the Egyptian Association for the sport of Muay Thai. I started my career as a trainer immediately, and that was in 1998 because of my old age at the time. Before that, I used to practice kickboxing and I used to coach in kickboxing as well. I specialized in traditional Muay Thai. Now, the modern style is the one that dominates Muay Thai, and it is closer to kickboxing. But my first specialty was traditional Muay Thai, and that gave me a real edge because very few people know about traditional Muay Thai. I consider Muay Thai to be one of the strongest competitive fighting sports. We uh, depend in our sport on standing up strikes. We call our sport the sport of nine weapons: two boxes, two kicks, two knees, two elbows, and a clinch, which is translated into grabbing your opponent by the head and directing strikes to any part of his body. The sport is very strong and competitive, and it has very strong offensive moves, and thus also very strong defensive moves. And the points are calculated according to the efficient moves, the effective strikes that move your opponent from his position and make him lose position. Only the very effective points do count, and of course, the player with the most points at the end of the game wins. There is also a win if your opponent withdraws, and there is a victory, of course, by knockout or technical knockout.
محليا عندنا في مصر طبعا بيتعمل كل سنة بطولات.
We organize several tournaments for different age categories here in Egypt for men and women, for males and females, for boys and girls. And we, of course, have tournaments for children, for youth, and for the seniors. And to select national team players, there are qualifiers, there are zone championships, and then the national championships, and then there is a big extended training camp that gathers all the male and female champions in the different age categories, and there we filter out the champions that we believe can best represent Egypt in the different tournaments in the different age categories in the male and female competitions. I believe that Muay Thai is a sport that mainly depends on endurance, on fitness, on power, on courage, and of course on a strong mentality.
طبعا اول شيء الجسم لازم يكون طويل الى حد ما.
We prefer players with long arms and long extended arms and legs. And as I told you before, bravery or courageousness, endurance, physical fitness, psychological fitness or mental strength, agility, and flexibility are considered the main assets of a successful Muay Thai player. In training sessions, sometimes we make a player play against three opponents at the same time, and this, of course, makes for a stronger present mind, faster reactions and reflexes, and this is usually a very good test for a player and gets him or her ready for tournament competitions. Physical preparation is also key. Of course, physical fitness is key in all sports, and we focus on our physical preparation schemes on push-ups, stomach exercises, rope exercises, and stairs exercises. Of course, a healthy diet and nutrition is also key for a player who has to watch his or her overall weight and muscle weight, and of course body strength.
والله احنا لسه نعتبر اتحاد جديد، مفترض احنا اللي بننافس.
Despite the fact that we have a relatively new association for the sport here in Egypt, we are one of the most distinct countries in the Arab region, and we come only behind Morocco, which is a world powerhouse, after Thailand, of course, and also after the United Arab Emirates, which has been practicing the sport for quite a while on an official level, and which wants to have the headquarters of the International Federation of Muay Thai. And of course, if this happens, that would be good for the Arab countries. So we do have a good status in the region, and we are looking forward to the sport being an Olympic sport, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve Olympic medals in the sport soon. I mean, very recently in the last World Championship, we had 3 silver medals and a bronze medals, and the girls were really the main reason behind that feat and that achievement, that came in competitions with players from more than 150 countries. Now, before the formation of the Association of Muay Thai in Egypt, I used, along with my colleagues, to tour the governorates of the country and give lectures and courses and seminars to coaches and referees and players, to teach them about the sport. But now that we have an official association, we do have tournaments in many of the country's governorates, including Port Said, Al Bahira, Alexandria, and of course Cairo, Giza, and others. And so the sport is being spread in a good manner and fastly in this period. And I want to say one final thing, that yes, Muay Thai is a strong competitive sport, perhaps, in my opinion, the strongest fighting sport of all, but no, it is not as harmful as people might think. Yes, there are strong strikes. It is a sport for the strong, but injuries are very rare in our sport because of our protective equipment and because of the styles that we teach our players.
كنت قبل ما يكون في اتحاد من سنة 98 وكنت بحلم ان يكون عندي اتحاد مصري.
Back in 1998, the big dream was to have an Egyptian association for the sport of Muay Thai. And thank God, after achieving that dream, the next goal is to work hard for Muay Thai to be an Olympic sport, and we want it to be an Olympic sport in the future. Thanks to God and to the efforts of engineer Muhammad Ibrahim Abdul Latif, we were able to form an association for the sport of Muay Thai in Egypt by amassing a big number of players, coaches, and referees, and by convincing clubs across the country to lay the foundation for the practice of this sport. I've been working in Muay Thai inside Egypt since the year 2006, after having worked in the sport outside of Egypt before that. I was part of the organization of 16 seminars and conferences for coaches and referees that were held here in Egypt. We successfully organized the 2012 Arab Muay Thai Championship, and also last year we successfully organized the African Muay Thai Championship, where we came in second behind Morocco. We also organized a great number of tournaments, including the Thailand's ambassador tournament in Egypt, and that along with the organization of other tournaments and the rallying of clubs behind us enabled us to convince officials here for the necessity of the formation of an association for the sport in Egypt. And thank God we have finally achieved that goal, and we now have our association in Egypt running and well.